What up brothers, it's Clip King returning for a really short video. I think panic stations have just set in. Where I understand it, Dean Knight's put a review up or a video up on his channel and shown that his sleeves had become damaged on the Deadpool figure. I've watched a bit of the video, I've not watched it totally. It said it's due to putting the hands on and off, and then obviously my review's gone up today. This is how I've left the figure after the review. I'd not noticed swapping the hands out any marks on my suit, so I'm actually going to put the camera on the tripod and I'm going to check it. I hope it's not a case that it is damaged. Like I said, I did watch a bit of Dean's and it looked a little bit mashed up. One thing I did notice, and before I take mine off, when he said his gloves were like, his sleeves were loose, I'm sure on mine they're actually glued in place at bottom, so they're like sort of glued behind the wrist peg. But I'm going to pop them off on camera so you will know if mine are damaged also. Right, so fingers crossed, here we go. I'll do this hand first. I'll just pop the glove off with the hand as well. Show you in a minute. I'll pop this one off as well. Right. First things first, I'm sure when Dean showed his, this was moving up and down. Like you can see on mine, that the wrist peg, it's like the sleeve comes down, it's tucked back on itself, and then the wrist peg is sort of holding it in position. So there is that. Mine's not moving about. I will say these cuffed sections are a little bit tight, so I do understand it. But I would be tempted to feel around inside to see if there's anything that's like any burrs or what they call flash. It's when plastic comes out in a sculpt, it leaves flashing like a sharp burr of the plastic. That might be sort of marking the suit. What I will say is, if I look at the sleeve, it does have kind of a worn look. Now, I don't know if it's because I haven't swapped my hands as often as Dean has, but I don't know if I'd consider that damage or if it's just... Is that damage, would you say? Or is that just as the suit's folded? Either way, it's nowhere near as bad as Dean Knight's is. If you've not seen Dean's video, I suggest you go and look at that. Either way, I'm going to thank him because mine obviously is not too damaged. But like I said, I'm sure my sleeves are different to his. I mean, I think that one does look a little bit marked there. So what I'm going to do in future is just take a little bit of extra care, and I'm also going to check, probably warm the hands up before I swap them on and off. Certainly be careful when your hands are on and you're starting to rotate them, because that might be what's doing it. But I would say there's slight damage on that. I wouldn't say there's any on that as such. Could be wrong, I'm not sure. But certainly nowhere near as bad as Dean's were. So I'm sorry to him. I hope it's not a case that everybody's is going to be like that, because I've seen figures where there's been a panic before. It is an awesome figure, but like I say, you don't want your hands to fuck your suit up. But thanks to Dean for warning us all. If you are still to receive it, take great care. Like I recommend, with these hands, they are quite soft rubber, as you can see, so I don't know why they'd be marking it up. I'm saying unless there's some sharp burrs on the inside of the glove. But it doesn't hurt to dip them in a cup of boiling water, make them ultra soft, and they pop on a lot easier than they normally would. But that's it from me, Clipper King, out of here.